Welcome to the Roller Coaster Diaries, where life's twists and turns and ups and downs and loop-de-loops are laid to bear, one ride at a time. I'm your host, Freezer Scorers, and if you thought this show was just about the ups and downs of life, it's more than that. It's about those moments that make you scream and laugh and stand up and throw your hands in the air and be like, what the heck just happened? So now buckle up and let's go for the show, one ride at a time. Today's episode is a doozy. It's the story of how I went from living a high life, luxury cars, a picture perfect family, a dream job, to chasing a ridiculous dream that left me broke with nothing and lost and alone. Wow. So just when I thought my ride was over, I realized it was only the beginning. So buckle up, folks. This is the Roller Coaster Diaries, and trust me, you're gonna want to stay seated until the very last end. Let's start at the top, shall we? Picture this. Me in my early 40s, living in a beautiful suburban home with a beautiful wife, a, a high life, beautiful girl. It was a life that looked like it was ripped straight out of a magazine. We went on vacations, blue waters, places with white sands. It was a perfect life, just perfect. And then one day, I had a thought. It started as a whisper, but it grew louder and louder until it was the only thing I could hear. Is this it? Is this the peak? Or is there something else? I asked myself. That's when I saw it. 2020 lockdown. A viral video of a guy popping bubble wrap. People commenting, laughing, and sharing the video. That's when I thought to myself, that's it. I am going to become a bubble wrap popper king. Yes, folks, I left my job to start a business centered around popping bubble wrap. Don't laugh. Actually, you can laugh. Do laugh because if I don't laugh at myself right now, I'll probably be crying, and trust me, there's been enough of that. At first, it was fun. I mean, who doesn't love popping bubble wrap? I started small, selling bubble wrap, stress relievers, and holding popping events. I even went on to open a YouTube channel where I popped bubble wrap in different angles and different styles. Yes, I once popped a record of bubble wrap while taking a bubble bath, a foam bath, and while wearing a tuxedo. Don't ask me how I did that, but I did it. It's on record. The business wasn't sustainable though. Before I knew it, the novelty wore off, and before I could see it, already drowning in debt. I lost all my money, my pension money that I had used to start up the business, my savings, and most of all, my family. My wife Sarah tried to stick it out, but when the bank started calling and the kids started asking why we're no longer going on vacations, she made the hardest decision of her life. She took the kids and left. I remember the day I took them to the station, and the youngest of my daughters looked at me through the bus window, and as if she was like, "Brr, you really messed it up this time." And she wasn't wrong. After they left, I hit rock bottom. I mean rock bottom. I was living in a tiny shack, popping bubble wrap, eating noodles, just popping bubble wrap to drown out the silence. I remember one night sitting on the floor, popping bubble wrap and thinking, how did I get here? How did I move from having it all to having nothing? But here's the thing about rock bottom. It's not the end. It's the foundation. It's that place where you either give up or you dig deep in to find the strength to keep going. And that's exactly what I did. I started small, got a job at a local spaza shop, started therapy, and began building my life one bubble at a time. Fast forward to today, I'm still not where I wanna be, but this podcast is part of the journey, part of saying, hey, I'm still around. But most importantly, I've learned that resilience isn't about bouncing back, but it's about moving forward. Even every part of your body wants to give up. Now I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, what happens next? Does he find a new purpose? Does he get his family back? Does his daughter forgive him? Well, you'll have to subscribe and tune in to our next show. In our next episode, I'll be showing you how I turned my worst moment into my greatest motivation. But there's still more complications of betrayal and heartbreak. Plus, I'll be answering your questions. So if you got any questions about the bubble wrap popping business or any general questions about life, just drop them on the comment section and press that notification button so that you keep informed as I take you through to the roller coaster ride of a life so amazing. Who knows, your question or story might just make it to our next episode. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride. Remember, life is a roller coaster ride full of twists and turns, ups and downs, and loop-de-loops. But no matter how scary it gets, keep your hands high up in the air and enjoy the ride. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let's make this podcast go viral. Not for the views, but for the message that no matter how many times that life knocks you down, you can always get back up. Dust yourself and keep riding the roller coaster. I'm Freezer's Chorus, and this is the Roller Coaster Diaries. See you next time.